All right, hello everybody. Welcome back. Sorry for that brief little delay here as we get ready to go. This is going to be a matchup between VRespawn, Jokr, and Flare. Of course, we just saw Jokr moments ago in that match versus Synapse. They had a good third round, but they fell in the first two, so they will have their second loss of the season, both of them coming to Synapse. Meanwhile, for Flare, they're coming in here with a record of 5-1. They've had a strong last couple weeks, and we'll see what they do here. Over on the casting booth today, so much for subtleties on the cameras. Still yet, I'm Palidore, and then being joined for his first cast, it's XUX. What's up, man?
Hello, excited.
And so am I. Always quite excited here for these matches as it gets off and underway without much time to even speak. But maybe that's also because we were a little bit late, but not late on the shot. It's going to go down there to the wedge and be taken over by Ryan Rhino, who backs it out to Kung. So I'm really interested in seeing this matchup because the passing game, as well as the defense, but the passing game from Flare has been pretty incredible over the weeks. It's improving game to game, it seems like. But we know the defense from Jokr is very strong, especially in the midfield.
Yeah, Joker's doing a really good job of maintaining possession right now and just keeping offensive pressure going.
And we saw this too, even in the last match, as a pass just floats on down here. We saw it from Synapse first in the first couple rounds, and then towards the third round, we saw Jokr start pulling it out, just going over to the back line, resetting, biding their time, trying to draw the defenders outside of the goal, and it bought them a lot of nice opportunities.
Yeah, unfortunately, they just haven't been able to get a lot of points off of all this possession that they've had.
And now with possession, it's Jokr. Roctor getting the disc delivered to him, and then backlining it over to Ryan. So, hello, also everyone on Twitch. Once again, thank you for joining me and all of us really throughout the whole day, throughout the week. Always a pleasure as finding the pass off the bounce. Jay tap over onto his teammate in the back. That was a nice one with the delivery up top now. And on the cross, a little bit too high, so taken out by Shepard.
Some really good passing by Jokr there, kind of taking their time, not trying to force anything, but good defense by Orange team.
Yeah, Flare trying to get on the defensive end, trying to get it to the offensive end, but it will be VRespawn Jokr taking that disc. Roctor finds it in the tunnel. Chrome Platypus will be there to contest it, so forcing that cross pass over that eventually finds Roctor again anyway. It will be off now into the hands of the aforementioned Chrome. He's going to roll around as Grumpy does what he does and just brawls in that tunnel, opening things up for his teammates, playing that midfield. That's a great look on that pass from to Grumpy. And on the delivery, cannot get it, but off the bounce, maybe. No, it will be backed out to the goal, and Kung will receive it for Jokr.
Really good defensive pressure by Jokr, able to steal the disc away and get possession, but it looks like they're going to lose here.
Oh, almost getting the shot, though. Letting that one loose. Still going to bounce off and be taken here up top. Shepard's trying to grab it, but just beyond his reach. Or Voodoo, rather. And it's going to be Ryan Rhino taking that away and finds the clear. Or tries to, at least. But now it will be taken by Kung, and he's going to back that out. Trying to find someone. Jaywalker gets it to Ryan Rhino. Ryan going for that bounce shot, perhaps, or the pass. Roctor's down low. There's one at goal. It's Shepard looking for a cross over to the barrier, and then carrier for Roctor into the goal.
That was a nice short-range pass from Kung to Roctor right underneath the goal. Just easy 2 points.
Some good opportunities for them, for sure. And Roctor coming back after that either hand injury or, if nothing else, controller injury in that game versus Synapse. Had a just ugly moment where he cracked something, somewhere, some way. Chrome Platypus, though, is going to get cracked in the face off that punch from Jay.
That was a really nice sneak up he did on him. Able to get a good steal.
Now just sneaking into the front. Ryan Rhino trying to find Jay, and Jay does get the disc momentarily, but just slings it backwards. No looking it, but in the back line, it's going to be collected there eventually, hopefully, for Jokr, as they try and tap it on. Right now, the first 2 points of the game, the only 2 points of the game to VRespawn Jokr, and the defense for Flare here, trying to cause a turnover.
Yeah, they're really holding the possession while taking their time. As long as Flair isn't going to rush them, they're not going to try to force anything.
Absolutely, and now trying to get a pass up there, just a little bit astray. So pile-ups forming, and then just finding the disc there. On the defense, Chrome Platypus, can he find a clear? However, that's kind of been the story, it seems, for a lot of these teams. Nice defense, but then the clears just bouncing everywhere but where it needs to be.
Yeah, definitely a lot of failed clears by both sides, a lot of missed opportunities to get on offense.
And I'm sure it's one of those things where, you know, just as a caster from the booth, you can say, oh, if only they did this or this, but we all know that once you're in the game playing it, so physical, so active, and reactive on the shot for the 3 at that is Ryan.
Yeah, it's always a lot different, like in the game. There's a lot of nerves. You're not, you know, as controlled as you might want to be.
Yeah, you got the, I mean, sometimes the nerves, sometimes it's just the physicality. You have these spurts where you go, you know, everything's smooth, it's rolling, you're like a well-oiled machine, but sometimes, especially in 4v4 with how scrambled it gets and how fast-paced it is, you find yourselves, you know, needing a breather and just out of sorts on your passes and clears, things like that. So it'll happen, but that's like the ebb and flow of Echo.
Yeah,
now, ooh, flowing for the shot, but Kung will deny that one off a backboard attempt. Now Ryan, you know he likes the bouncers, he likes the backboards, he likes all the weird and unconventional shots that just brings his team so much success, but he will find a pass to Jokr nonetheless. Maybe one cross on over, and it will be taken over, slung behind the back with some flash. It's VRespawn Jokr.
That was a nice out pass by Jay to set up a almost open goal for Ryan right now.
That was almost a XUX shot right there, yeah?
Just a bit.
Just a little bit going in for the behind the back, but it worked out for them. And hello again. I see 5-spotted dog in there as well as Oz Cable Guy, Skyla, if I recall. Welcome to the chat. Liking some of the passing plays there is Oz, and off into the midfield. Rocktor gets the intercept, a nice delivery over to Ryan, and he finds the bottom of the goal through that corner slice, just kind of right over the barrier.
Yeah, good shot by Ryan, just recognizing the pass and just taking a quick shot.
Skyla says that those bouncy clears apparently called the Atlas clear. Is that so?
I've never heard of such a term.
Maybe because an Atlas clear, you throw it and it goes all around the world. Eh? Is that it?
Maybe that might
Makes
be
sense. Either way, though, it's Grumpiest taking that away. A few pass fakes. Gonna find Chrome off of that and going up top now over to the ceiling, but finding an appealing clear instead. And now a boosted Jokr with a dinger of a shot. Could not quite convert.
Yeah, good job by Jokr defense, acknowledging like the mistakes in Orange team's passing and just taking advantage of it.
Some nice tap passes there too from Jokr. Always a fan of those. When you execute it well, those short range passes, the tap passes, it looks very nice when executed fluidly. And now, oh, the pass a little off. The secondary grab though, the third will not be heard. No goal, no guitar riffs quite yet. Missing that opportunity as well. Voodoo trying to get that one through. And taken though by Ryan, who has it stolen and right back. That looks good, absolutely, for Grumpiest Brew. Gonna be happiest Broom on that shot.
Definitely, that was a really nice tunnel shot for him.
So Flair able to get on the board finally with a 3. They've had some good defense. I mean, all things considered, holding Jokr to 10 points based off all those attempts at it. It's a signal of good defense. It's just simply on the other side, though. Jokr just the same, not letting Flair get up the floor easily. So it took them 8 minutes just about to find that first shot.
Yeah, overall, just a really good game defensively speaking by both teams.
And then compliment, oh, as that pass goes in, and just no momentum on that one. Kind of an awkward angle. Took that one, turned around, and was just kind of face-to-face with the goalpost. Was trying to work it around. Instead, though, it will be the sound of the goal now for Shepard.
It's a really nice quick shot by Shepard from the floor. And that brings this game a lot closer than it was before.
Yeah, just like that. It was a 10-0 game, and now it's a 4-point game with less than a minute. I mean, it's one of those situations where unlikely on the comeback, but definitely not impossible. It just would have to there'd have to be a quick turnover here. And without that, looks like, I mean, that's going to hurt their chances, but nonetheless, making the differential so much closer there just with those 2 threes.
30 seconds remaining.
So Kung will work that in off the stun. Maybe at least bring it to a 1-point game, potentially 2-point game if they can get one more shot off some defense, but it looks like instead Jokr maybe going for that last one. No, Shepard gets the clear. You got 14 seconds left as a deep boost comes in and on through. Jaywalker taking that away though. That's going to be into the roll, but not into the goal. Few seconds left, and that should do it for round 1. So Jokr coming away with it, 4-point lead, 10-6.
Yeah, there's maybe a chance for them to score near the end there, but overall they did a really good job of staying in there with Jokr.
Yeah, I think all things considered, the fact that it took Flair 8 minutes to get on the scoreboard and they were down by 10, the fact that they brought it within 4 that quickly towards the end, you'll take that. That feels a lot better than looking up and seeing, oh man, 10-0, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Everyone near the end part of the game definitely stepped up. Got some points on the board.
Yeah. So give us a read on those stats. Tell us what's up.
For Jokr, Ryan Rhino's leading the way with 8, Rockter with 2, and for Orange Team, Shepard and Grumpy splitting the points 3-3. Overall, a lot of stuns by both sides. More heavily focused on Orange Team is the stuns.
Yeah, not too much of a surprise there. There's a lot of brawlers, and the thing is, because of the way that these two teams play defense and even their offense, really, I mean, it almost promotes a lot of stuns in those midfields and just brawling, contesting every pass. It seems like, obviously, Jokr being one of those teams that really plays those mid lines so well, contesting passing lanes and contesting players, man on man for defense. It works out nicely for them.
Yeah, just a lot of pressure by both defenses on each other.
So with the first round in the books now, it's going to be Flair and Jokr going at it again here for another joust. Round 2 underway. Kung finding a pass, first up and in. Ryan Rhino. That is a quick goal there, 7 seconds.
Yeah, it was a nice quick move off the floor to create space to get an open shot.
There were some defenders there for Flair, but unfortunately kind of everywhere but inside the goal. Looks like a little bit of a bouncing going through on that joust, so couldn't quite get in position. And that time for that save, only 7 seconds. It's going to be a tough one. And now another one, though. Kung gets that, and that is another 3 quickly here. 5-point lead for Jokr.
Yeah, they took advantage of the mistake in the passing really quickly. Got points off it immediately.
So just not even a minute in yet, and they've already met half of their scoring total from round 1 with the 5 points. So, yeah, Oz Cable Guy in the Twitch chat saying Jokr is looking fired up, and absolutely. I mean, anytime, you're having these super competitive games between these top teams, whether it's Flair, whether it's Synapse, you're just hankering for those wins, for those victories, and want to just prove exactly what you're capable of and trying to make that happen there. Maybe off a rebound attempt. Jay gonna go down, no momentum, so it'll float on back to Ryan. A redelivery, and yet again, so some patience.
Some really good passing by Jokr on the other end of the court. Kind of keep the defense guessing.
And that's so tough there. Oh, a nice save from Shepard. That's a tough save, but he got it done from that little corner. Almost below him as it goes into the general area of the goal. Recovered by 3 Flair players, it would seem, with maybe a numbers opportunity here. Leaving the goal exposed, but saved out of there. Jay Walker.
It was a beautiful block by Jay, acknowledging the shot and getting in the way.
And not only that, but the fast stack into the recovery, into the shot. The defense almost got back, but just unable. That was, Lanzan saying in chat now, they, referring to Jokr, had a heck of a warm-up round. To say the least.
Yeah, I would say Synapse is a good warm-up.
A little more than a warm-up, if anything, but yeah, absolutely. You got to figure right now, because sometimes you see these teams, like the top teams, especially, oddly enough, but especially the top teams, they sometimes do take a few minutes to actually work into their groove because they're playing at such a constantly fast pace. you kind of have to work yourself into it sometimes. But as far as Jokr is concerned, no warm-ups needed, I think.
Yeah, sometimes you definitely have to transition into it.
And transitioning into a shot, Roktor. That is another 10-0 lead on the stun goalie. So the thing is here, we've seen this before, but last time that 10-point lead was with about 2 minutes left in the first round, and that's when Flair made a run to come back. Now they have 6 minutes and 45 to do it.
Let's hope they can do something similar to last game.
Yeah, that will be the desire here, as over on the other end, Grumpiest acquires a 3. And that's going to get them right on the board, just like the first round with a 3. So maybe could be looking at a repeat, but with much more time for them.
Yeah, good job by Flair getting past to him so he can have an open shot for a 3.
And it's Grumpiest Broom leading the way points-wise for his team right now. 6 points, and also the game-high 22 stuns. So he's finding his efficiency there, getting the brawls, but also getting the goals. Both equally important, situation dependent, but off to Kung it will go, and he does have a teammate directly across, almost in sync here, perfectly, looking for a shot, fake, and he'll take the goal.
Good 1v1 by Kung to get that 2-pointer for his team.
Those are one of the situations there, because Jokr, we've seen them make those short-range passes, those cross passes, across the mid area of the goal, and I mean you can see there, you have the goalie looking one direction, not the band, but you understand, it's one direction, and if you make those passes, I mean it's so hard to actually recollect yourself and just find your bearings on defense to actually save those discs. Of course, the shot fake there brought him a nice opportunity. The spin there will almost get it done on some continuity, but it will go fluidly into the back line. Grumpiest, and now taken back, and Ryan the clear. Probably a shot, knowing him, but it's not going to be quite in.
It's a really good intercept by Ryan, acknowledging that pass lane and getting in the way.
But now getting away with that save, and Jay! The gentle shot. Jay Walker.
Just lightly tossed in that one right above his head.
Yeah, looking like, they're on Team Blue, so I guess, Team Blue Jay trying to lay an egg in that nest. There you go. Made that work somehow as Flair launches out. 3 points on the board. They're down by 11, and Shepard's going to take that away. Just trying to evade the defenders here at the mid-line. Lanzan in the chat appreciating the great passing, and indeed that's always my favorite parts about these games. I'm always impressed with the speed, the goalkeeping, all that good stuff, but those passing plays just hit me differently, Gotta love the coordination.
Joker's doing a really good job passing wise this game.
And finding their groove now a little bit. They were having some trouble there, but giving him some more is Shepard.
Maybe tried to put a little bit too much style on that one.
Yeah, he just kind of held his pose there on that shot attempt. This one is going to be a nice soft pass, and they will find the goal. Shepard being stunned on that one, so couldn't get a save. And that was a nice efficiency there. Maybe a little lax, like you mentioned, on the first play, on the first shot, but they still came back and they found themselves at 2 points all the same.
Let's hope Flair can put some more points on the board.
Trying to do just that. Grumpiest taking it and looking for a deep one. It's going to bounce off that corner panel. Always a dangerous area. And now taken there by Chrome, but saved out nicely by Kung. But right back into the goal instead. So it will be one of the players, even in the player comms, just saying, wow. And indeed, 16-5, nonetheless.
It's always unfortunate when you get a nice grab, you try to clear it, and it just comes straight back.
Yep. Those are the ones that feel especially bad, especially those ones and the ones where you get the save and it just kind of clips on through anyway. Because defense is hard, and it always feels bad when you feel like you don't get the save you deserved.
Yeah, definitely.
So Roktor takes that, backs it out here. 11-point lead still, maintaining that for Jokr. And maintaining some nice control. For Jokr right now, we talked about the passing earlier. They've got 9 assists. Only 1 so far for Flair, just not able to get too many attempts is all. And then you, oh, almost on the slap shot. That would have been nice. Diving deep out of there on the goalie. Or was the goalie.
Some
But I
decent
mean,
defense from Flair here, but
yeah, no doubt that shot is going to be off. But I mean, Flair has 4 saves himself. They have a couple more stuns, actually even up right now. But it's just more so the possession time, because right now, as Ryan goes in for Team Jokr, looking for a passing lane, he has so many options, but unfortunately kind of throws it in between all 3 of his teammates instead of just one. So none of them will get it as a result. And now it will be a, looks like a pick, maybe, by Grumpy, but 1 in the goal for Jokr. So off to Chrome, he's going to get domed, and Ryan will find a bounce of a clear into the boost. That was nice.
yeah, Flair just hasn't been able to spend a lot of time on Jokr's side of the field.
And on the other hand, it's Jokr spending a lot of time just kind of in front of that goal there on their end of the field. But yeah, I mentioned the possession time before that whole flurry, and right now it's Jokr with 8 minutes and 23 seconds across these rounds of possession time, and Flair with 4 minutes 27. So 65% possession going to Jokr, just maintaining control and taking a lot of shots at goal.
Yeah, they've taken over double the amount of shots as Flair has throughout this game.
Yeah, so that resilience, the persistence on offense, buying them those extra points. Because Flair definitely no slouches whatsoever on the defensive end. They have, I mean, plenty of capable brawlers, goalkeepers all around. Obviously, Shepard, I think their main goalie, the main midfielder, but I mean, all of them are super capable there. And now that shot could have been good, but denied there by the stack on Jokr.
I think Flair maybe might want to take some more time on offense, maybe try to slow down the pace.
Uh-oh, hold on here. I was waiting for it for the last 45 minutes now. I'm gonna wind it in, absolutely. Pain train as the clock expires.
It's always so tough to stop those.
Yeah, I was mentioning it all throughout the Synapse cast and didn't get to really see it. So, you know, I guess 50 minutes worth of match time later, finally get to see one, because they were doing it quite a bit in the last 2 weeks of games, Jokr was, and they were doing it to some nice success.
Yeah, it's always a matter of when you see that coming at you, there's almost no way you can move fast enough to catch them.
Yeah, it's at that point, basically, if you're going to stop them, you need to stop them outside the bubble or as they're approaching, in the sense that, you know, one player obviously, well, they're both going to be floating. They don't have anchors, so it can be tough to stop, but it's one of those things where once they're in no man's land in the middle of the air, that's when you kind of got to commit a dive, and it can be tough. You know, maybe a coordinated dive where you send, because it takes 2 players for that stack, so if you're in the goal defending against it on the approach, you send 1 player high, 1 player low, one of you will get a grab.
Yeah, definitely. Or maybe go off or go after the guy in the front, try to take out the anchor, and guy with the disc will just be left floating around.
Yeah, exactly. So it's tough to deal with, not impossible though, because obviously, you know, because it does take that 2-man kind of formation, and they are moving slow, it is possible for the defense to get back in time. It's just a matter of finding those timely dives. But I know I saw one of the European teams, I can't, off the top of my head, I can't remember it now. It was either, I feel like it was Blast or Team Gravity. They had this rollout where basically the player was ducking a lot on the joust on offense, the QB, and so what the defense did was actually they'd stack towards the QB, and one man would float just level, you know, with the QB, but the other man would actually break off a little bit early and then go underneath. So on the duck, they basically had the lanes covered, and were able to cause a few turnovers based off that.
Yeah, there's always a way to adapt to every move.
And now, with the move from the top, finding the groove is Voodoo. 2 points first to Flair in this 3rd round.
Yeah, let's hope Flair can keep up this offense throughout the match.
And lands in, clipping the pain train in the chat. Always nice to see people clipping stuff and asking that it might, or asking if it's the longest train yet, at least in VRML. I'm pretty sure yes, that is correct.
Surprised I didn't see anybody clip the Kung self-goal.
Not yet, anyway, I'm sure. sure someone, if nothing else, someone from Flare will be glad to. But off it goes to Chrome. First couple points already for Flare. After a minute, they have another chance at this offense. They will go down low. Grumpiest with some gorgeous shot fakes before he finds the take and actually waves goodbye to the goalie as he floats back.
Yeah, Flare looking a lot more polished in offense. Their passing is a lot cleaner, taking their time.
Classic Grumpy there. But yeah, that was kind of what they were lacking there. Those attacks on the front line there for Flare. Because I couldn't compliment their passing enough the last couple of weeks. They were looking extremely polished on that end, but maybe just taken aback a little bit by the strong Jokr defense. But finally, after a few rounds, able to find the way. But now looking for the play. It will not be. Oh, almost roll into the goal off the missed grab, but luckily for them, back into the tunnel. Taken back now by Ryan Rhino. So another approach here for Jokr.
These missed clears might end up really hurting Flare in the long run.
And they often will hurt quite a few teams in the long run, as we've seen. It is tough to deal with, but that is gonna be a strong strike from Roktor. We've seen it a few times now from Jokr. Nicely done.
Yeah, really good job by Jokr on the communication, opening up the goal, and then him recognizing and taking the shot.
Goalie's stunned out there. And the thing that also helped that play was just because of the spacing from Jokr. They had the one bothering the goalie, but the other two were kind of spread out on either side. The thing is, by drawing out the defenders and forcing them to cut off those passing lanes, it actually opened up the shooting lane, even though it was from really deep. So it was a nice kind of coordination there. The shot a little bit off, so recollected off the wedge. Taking it back for Jokr is Ryan. And Ryan is looking to find, another stunned goalie, so not looking for the pass on that one.
Yeah, they nearly did the same move, punching out the goalie and taking a 3, but he just missed.
Yeah, at the moment it's just, nice. Done. Well done. At the moment it's just the rebound game that we're talking about. Finally it looks like a clear going out. So now the stacks could work out to the advantage of Flare if they get here first. The goal is briefly open, but the overshoots will put a... Cahoots? That's not the word. Whatever. It's going to go inside for the shot off the top. Rebounded though. No, another overshoot. That's unfortunate for them. So Shepard's going to be at the goal, trying to defend this assault yet again from Jokr.
Yeah, Jokr again taking their time with their passes. Just slowly working their way up.
And that was a nice cut there. You can see them dragging out the defense outside of the bubble and then finding the really efficient zipper line pass. Just corner to corner and then into the cross to the goal. And with that, they got the 1-point lead now with 5:40 left.
Yeah, Jokr just has really good communication, always find each other open.
And now it will be Shepard looking to get that, but it's going to be stolen and by Roktor. He's trying to dance around, looking for the punch again, but this time will not go through. I was kind of eyeing it. I know they were looking for it. It's the third time they've attempted it in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, Flare's playing pretty good defense this game. They just need to try to make sure they can transition from that to offense.
A rebound will buy them the sound of the goal, though, and that will also be a 3. 4-point lead now. 5 minutes left. Jokr not quite able to put on the pain to the same degree as the first 2 rounds with those points, but I mean, first round they scored 10, but last round they scored 10 in like a couple minutes. But in any case, right now Jokr being held down by the defense, but it's all these extra attempts that are going to be costly as Ryan looks for the back around, but then back to town on the save. Kong's still going to go in there off the backboard. That one will not be saved. So 10-4 now, Jokr.
That was a really nice save. Just the clear was really what messed him up there.
Always so tough. Even in 3v3, getting those clears off saves were tough sometimes. You just have to react so quickly. Even quicker than the reactions on the saves. You have to react so fast to clear it out. Not only that, but clear it out in a way that doesn't, turn into an intercept. So it's tough. But that might be the stuff from Grumpiest from deep down with the long bomb.
That was a really nice pass to Grumpy, and then he was able to shoot that with someone really close to him. Get a good three-pointer.
Very good look on the shot there. Assisted by Chrome Platypus. So launching out, grabbing disc, and looking for that deep pass. Maybe ambitious at that. Now that's going to take an interesting bounce, actually. Maybe right back to the hands of Roktor. He's going to go cross on over to Kung, but no, another save from Shepard.
Yeah, again, really good defense by Flare. Let's see if they can capitalize on it.
Fantastic defense there from Flare and from Shepard. Now that one will almost be gotten by Chrome, but Ryan swooping in for the punch and the pass. Another grab, some more stuns. Just kind of flinging it, looking for a teammate, and now a clear. Boosted stack here, some leeches going through, but getting there first. Jokr did, but overshooting it. And now it's one of those things I mentioned in the earlier rounds where you see how the game ebb and flows. You have those times where it's really nice passing, but nice scoring from Kung there. But you have those moments where you see a bunch of passing plays, nice, all up in a row. And then you get those times where for a minute or two, things just get all kinds of chaotic, and it seems like no passes are going through. It's just clear and clear after clear.
Yeah, they definitely got a little frantic, but Jokr was able to hang on to possession and get a 2-point off it.
So Shepard will take it now. It is a 5-point game, 12-7. Still in the hands of Jokr, but not out of the woods yet. Flare trying to change their look with a little bit more of that defense that they've been showing. And also just trying to find their offense just the same. This is going to be a contested clear. Shepard gets it out of there. And now just finding a boost with his teammates. Nice stun there. Chrome gonna pressure that one, but it's received by Roktor, who goes over to Jay.
Let's hope that Flare can get a stop here and get some more points on the board, get a closer match.
A dunk, actually. I thought they're going for the stun goal, but instead, the wise pass and alley-oop of sorts from Kung to Roktor.
It's always tough to save those. By the time you see it, sometimes it's like way too late. You have no time to react to it.
Yeah, if you're going to react to the mid to long passes like that, you pretty much need to dive on, if not the pass, dive on the receiver immediately. One of the two. But that one, just getting right on through. Chrome Platypus looking for it. So Chrome finds Voodoo. There is one at goal there. Kung, extremely capable goalie, no doubt. So trying to find a roundabout way to score it past them, but no, the defense there from Jokr getting in the way from behind. And certainly not behind on these stacks. So they're first, and what a slingshot that was from Jaywalker. Put some sauce on that one.
They were able to do than anybody else. Just left an open goal for them to shoot it to.
I mean, that wasn't just a shot. That was like a cannonball out of Jaywalker's hands. He flung that with some ferocity and velocity. But over to the pass now. It's Flare trying to get it through on this joust. 15 seconds left, so no victory here, unfortunately, but maybe keeping those scores closer if they can score one more. 7 seconds left. Last thing you want, though, is maybe a last Jokr shot. They'll at least attempt it, but it's going to be denied, and that will be the match. 16-7 for VRespawn Jokr.
Yeah, well-played match by both teams, especially defensively. Just Flare not really able to transition from that defense to the offense.
Yeah, so Jokr, after that loss against Synapse, coming back here looking much more collected and just polished on the offense and defensive end against Flare. Good effort to Flare, but it will be Ryan Rhino with the 20 points leading the way for his team. 6 to Jaywalker, 8 to Kung, 12 to Roktor. Shepard on the other end with 7 saves and 2 assists for Chrome Platypus and 51 stuns. Now, with that said, don't mean to rush, but we do have ourselves another game, and it will be, as a matter of fact, Rush versus Wireless Jack. So we're going to come right back with that immediately. So thank you for joining us. Congrats to VRespawn Jokr for the win, going one-on-one on the night. And we'll be right back here momentarily with Rush versus Wireless Jack. So I've been Palidore. This has been XUX by my side, and so much for subtlety on the cams. And see you very, very soon.